Minglava, in the previous lessons, we talked about the data science workflow, starting from the data collection to modeling the data. Today, we are going to further elaborate on data sources, types of data, and different file formats. Our data are being collected by the international organizations like the World Bank, UN, or WHO, and the National Statistical Office and government agency. They collect the census and survey data such as the weather, environment, population, and socio-economic data. These data are known as public records, and most of the time these public records are available on the internet and we can download easily. On the other hand, the private company also collect the data through the service file. For example, they collect the customer's feedback, satisfaction, right? Also, they collect the data from the website, through the event announcement, advertisement click, and so on. Right. Not only that, financial transaction, customer data are also collected on a daily basis. The company also have the internet data such as human resources and logistics. Some of these company data are publicly available we can access them using the company's API. Right? For example, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and so on. Right? So the types of data that we are being collected, we can classify that into two data types. Quantitative data, which are counted, measurables, which are expressed in number, and qualitative data, which are descriptive, conceptual, and observational data. We can further divide the qualitative and quantitative data. Qualitative data can be further divided into nominal and ordinal. Example of nominal data is your hair color. There's no order between red and black color. Right? Ordinal data has an order. For example, customer satisfaction from strongly agree to strongly disagree. Right? Likewise, quantitative data can be divided into discrete numbers and continuous number. Here, I have given you some of the examples to test your knowledge on the quantitative and qualitative data. The review of restaurants. Here it is given in the 5 levels, from the very satisfied to very unsatisfied. Right? So this is it a qualitative or quantitative data? Likewise, I have given you a few examples to check your knowledge to see whether you understand the quantitative and qualitative. I want you to pause and think about it. Right? Data, whether qualitative or quantitative, they can take multiple shapes depending on the nature of information, how it is being collected, where we are storing this data, whether these data are generated by human or machine. Right? Structured data. Okay. Structured data is information that is rigidly formatted into a table form, right? Into a tabular format, with the relationship between the different rows and columns. These data are usually facts and number, and then we keep it in the SQL database. We are most used to seeing this data in the Excel sheet and spreadsheet data. And structured data is the opposite of structured data. There is no particular format. Okay. Example include social media pages, images, audios, video files, and documents such as PowerPoint files and PDF. Semi-structure is somewhat between structure and unstructured data. They are not rigid, cannot store in the tabular formats. Right? This data has the some of the structured information as well as the unstructured data. Okay. For example, emails, XML, and zip file are example of semi-structured data. Now, let's move on to the data file formats. All right. So when these files are being stored in your computer, we use a particular file format to store the specific type of information. Some of the common data file formats are CSV. You will commonly see this in the Google Sheet, right? CSV stands for comma separated values. Each value is separated by a comma. On January, we can call that as a delimited text file format. Right? Microsoft Excel file or spreadsheets are also a common file that many organizations are still using them to store the tabular data. HTML or XML file, PDF, JavaScript, object notation, or JSON files. These are the common file formats that you will be encounter in your data science projects. In the next video, we are going to learn how to import these different file formats using the Python libraries. Okay. See you in the next video.